This is a grunt snapper we're going to kill. We're going to clean. I didn't really want to do this because I just got my nails done. But the best way to start out with these fish is turn him on his dorsal side to face you. This is his dorsal side. This is his dorsal fin. This is where I start when I fillet these fish. Without an electric knife, I'm doing it with a regular fillet knife, which is real sharp. So you get your hands in this gill here, and you get a good grip on him like this. That way you don't slip and cut yourself with this knife. And just get right behind his, his forefin, and cut you an angle down to his back here like this. Okay, and once you got that cut, then you take your knife and turn it. And what you have to do is there's a rib cage here. Right in this area, you have to cut through those ribs. It can be tough on a bigger fish, and you can hear it maybe. I don't know if you can, but you can hear me going through that rib cage now. And once you get through the rib cage of this fish, it'll fillet on out real easy. He'll come right on out of there. See? He'll come right on out, and you leave him hooked. Don't cut him all the way through. Get your knife back up here and flip him. Flip it. Just flip it over. Well, get him flipped over. You got him hooked here where you can hold to him good. Gives you something to hold to while you're trying to get him skinned. You want to take the skin off of him. And the way you do it is you get your knife good and flat, get it started good, and just go through him and kind of like have your knife at maybe let's say a 10-degree angle, or it's facing down just a little bit, not too much, not straight down, but not flat, because you'll cut through the meat. Just give it a little angle on your knife. And once you get it started, then get your finger underneath that fillet, and then you can go right through it. Just like that. Once you do that, take this, cut that off, throw it to the birds, get your piece of meat over here, and you still got a piece of rib cage in here that's got bones which come off of this part here that you cut through to start with. Flip it around. You find you about an 1/8 inch gap, angle your knife 1/8 inch from these bones. You want to take this rib cage off because it's full of ribs. And you just go down nice and easy at an angle. Cut that off, throw it to the birds. What I like to do with these fish when I catch a bunch of little ones, I've got a bunch of little fillets in here. I've got this one big fish I call a big fish, because I like to make my pieces the same size. That way when I'm frying them in the pan, they all cook at the same temperature, and you don't have to cook this any more than you have to cook those. So you want to cut this up into pieces. Make you some small pieces the size of the fillets that you already have in the pan. See what size those fillets are in the pan? You want to make them this big. These are little fish. So cut your other fillets up that small. Angle your knife, cut you another piece, put it in there. Shape them any way you want. I like the thicker pieces myself. I like the fish. Make those pieces that big, so when you go to fry them, you're ready to fry them all up. Take your fish, flip him over.